Hey everyone, and welcome back to... Oh dear lord. Welcome back to episode 941 of Fallout 4. I kind of forgot that I was actually starving and actually dying of dehydration right now. I think I have like 10 AP. My AP is in a bad spot. But, episode 941 of Fallout 4, last episode, we finished up the turrets all the way around Sanctuary. All the way around my walls. They're all powered up, even if some of them, from like a distance, don't exactly look like they're powered. At least they should start turning on when I get near them, unless the game broke between now and the last time I saved. And that might well be the case. I don't know. I might have to go fix a few things. But the turrets are down, they're placed, they're powered. I think I might just need to put like one more generator's worth of power down. But beyond that, we are done with the fence. We moved on, actually, to building some NPC houses. I figured I'd put a house here, and I'd put a house over there, and maybe get rid of this crap shack and turn it into like a market, so we can have two housing sectors, and then like a market. I could also just make these all actual houses instead of having these broken down, dilapidated houses. We'll see. We'll figure that out as we go. But of course, I hope you guys are still enjoying the Fallout videos. I do appreciate those of you who take the time to like the videos, and I thank you dudes for that support. Let me just look here. I am severely dehydrated, so I'm taking periodic damage from that and periodic damage from starving. I think it might not be a bad idea for me to actually like eat some food, because I don't lose any int from this. And I'm okay. Oh my god, I feel better, but still ravenous. I am incredibly hungry. Okay, I don't lose any int from being hungry, but I do lose int from being thirsty. And the more int that I'm missing, the more we get an idiot savant proc. So I'm actually 100% okay with that. Why don't I test something really quick here? Why don't we see? Like, I thought I did this earlier, but like I guess it didn't really work out as planned. I'm pretty sure the issue we're having right now is I don't have enough power on the grid to power the turrets. Because, like, the game's in this, I don't know, the game's, like, super confused right now. See, there you go. 800 defense. That is correct. I'm supposed to have 800 defense all the way around with all of my turrets. So I am not crazy. I'm actually right. I knew it was supposed to be, like, 800. So what I need to do real quick before I actually get back to this house, I'm going to go throw this fusion generator underground next to the other one so we don't see it. And then all the turrets will be on. So what that means... none of my turrets are disconnected and all screwed up or anything like that. It's simply a power issue. So, you here. Can I connect like this? Oh, I gotta do TCL and TCL again. Let's see what happens if I turn it off and on down here. Whee! Okay, I lived. That's a good sign. I don't think I'd live, but there you go. My power is underwater, underground. Just pretend that it's not here, because it's not actually there. You don't really see it. It's out of sight, out of mind. But there it is. 800 defense. That is correct. Now all the turrets should be active. Anyway, I want to get back to finishing up my roof and deciding, do I want to put maybe 5 people in like one of these houses and then maybe go make a few more of these houses? Well, what I was originally thinking was to put pretty much all of my NPCs in 2 different houses. So that's 10 people per house. If you know, I just split it down the middle. Now, give or take, because we do have 21 people here, and there is, of course, the potential for more with the way charisma and whatnot work. But I could space the houses out more, and maybe even make some different houses out of different material. Now, typically, 9 times out of 10, I make wood houses because the wood tile set just, I don't know, feels the best in general for housing and things like that. You don't usually think people have houses made out of nothing but concrete, but it's a thing. Oh, I gotta not do this the way I just did this. my brain is clearly elsewhere. I'm thinking the roof was aligned in a different way. No, we gotta do it this way. But if I made them out of different materials, then we could have different looking houses. I mean, I already have my giant house made out of wood, so technically I wouldn't want to make this one out of wood anyway, but I've already started. Not to mention there's not that many tile sets, so there's probably going to be repeats, but yeah, I'm trying to think of the way, like, I could diversify the tile sets of the housing scheme here, and just really make Sanctuary, like, an actual development, you know? Not just the... I mean, you know, it's obviously a development right here. It's got a couple houses, and they're all grouped up, and this is a development, and, I mean, I'm sure you guys know what a development is, but, like, I don't know. You could have like neighbors competing for best house contest. You got this guy with the dilapidated wooden shack, and then you got like some cool guy down here with a metal house. Just clearly he's made of money. One of the settlers could be a total high roller. I don't know, something goofy like that could be fun. Well, we'll see. Dude, I have no AP at all. I tried to jump up there. That just did not work. That needs to be an overhang. Do I have one? I most certainly do. So overhang there, overhang there. Need my flat pieces. Those are 25 degrees. Flat frontal shack. I need a flat shack roof. That's not where I need the flat shack roof. So there you go. This would be a house. Now, obviously, we'll plug that, but this could be a simple little one-story home for somebody to live in. I mean, I don't need to make these guys' houses super fancy. We did make my house super fancy, and that was, of course, by design. These guys are just the settlers. I'm the general. I'm the Minuteman guy. I get to have the fun stuff. That's what we'll tell them anyway. They all go to my house. They all go to my house to play pool and use like the bench and the pommel horses anyway. So they probably won't even be in their houses. These stupid assholes. They're ungrateful. They don't like their own houses. You guys need a door. Let's give you a white door. We got like a really brown house. Just give you a white door for a little color contrast, whatever. So you need some beds. I don't know. I guess I'd have to go look at the plots and see how many houses I could put down if I chose. So what do we got here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not going to count 6 because that's going to be the market, I think. So then there's 6 behind that. Maybe 7. There's probably like 7 or so. So if I do 2 to 1, then, you know, we're only getting 14. We could do 3, and that would, you know, could do 21. That's exactly how many people we have. So let's just say it's not that I couldn't come back here and add 1 million beds later and just forego making 1 million houses. But let's just say, for now, I give you guys 3 beds in this room, and you don't really need much of anything overly fancy in here. I could even give them, if I go to crafting, I could even give them like a cooking stove. And not that I would use this cooking stove because I have one in my house, but the NPCs interact with these objects, so maybe, I don't know, maybe we just have some NPCs chilling in their house making food. You could have some guy back here making drugs, you know. I mean, these are settlers in the post-apocalyptic world. Lord knows what people do for fun in that kind of situation. They gotta keep their minds busy somehow, huh? Furniture. You got anything in here that's like not totally, but they always have that one red sofa, and then the nice one. But I always use that one. What's this one? This couch. That looks like some furniture is like way more aesthetic than it is functional, and couches like this in real life are so freaking uncomfortable. If you've ever sat on one of those, I'm sure you can relate. That just does not look like something I would want to sit on. I don't know about you. No. I mean, that looks a little better. Doesn't look great. I mean, this looks reasonable. That doesn't look fantastic, but there's like super puffy couches or whatever the heck they are. They're gross. I am not a fan of that. I could use a table here. Maybe we could just give them a table in the middle. Kind of tables we got here. This could be like their do-all table. They can eat their dinners here. They can just sit down. I don't know what these settlers are gonna do. What kind of tables we got in here? That's a little small. I was thinking something a little bit taller, a little bit bigger. Wow, the table selection is most definitely lacking. I'll be honest here. How about this? You get that table there. You need a chair now. And is there a chair that matches that tile set? I mean, I guess it's supposed to be these ones. Here, we'll give you a green one. You could have a fancy little chair. Here, I'll put one at this end of the table, and maybe I'll line the table up with the lines in the flooring here. You could have that table, and you could have that chair. Let's just scooch you in here. I guess I shouldn't do it too much because they might not be able to sit on there because they're stupid. Like, it might be too close. There you go. This is their house. This is what they get. Now, the last thing they really need, of course, is a light bulb. They only need one. So you're the centermost piece, so you're just going to go here. Now, this means everybody needs a conduit, either from the ground or something, ran to their house. I'm hoping if I just put a conduit on like the ground floor, that this would suffice. I guess we're gonna find out, shall we? I already have 4 of those pre-made. Now, what would be the best way to do this? Probably TCL, because my power should be right here. I hope this works. Let's just say I hope this works. So, unfortunately, I can't connect to you. I hate the way this works. If you place it, then you can't do anything with it. There. Now, oh my god, I'm like infinitely jetpacking right now. You should not be exposed to the surface. And if I put you like right about here, is the light on? I can't really tell. I'm assuming the light's on. It looks like it's on. I think we did it. I think while hiding the cable, we have look at this! Just imagine every settlement having like personalized NPC housing. So that way, like, in the mornings and in the evenings, when they actually do go to their individual houses, they don't all go to the same giant NPC hotel. Because this is what I do in every single settlement. Look at them all just standing around there like just loonies. This guy's been standing here for like 3 days. He's probably been trapped. He hasn't seen his friends in 3 whole days. The man
don't care much for good neighbor. That place is nothing.
He just wants to talk to me. He doesn't get out much. The man's losing his shit. Also, nice lighting, like right through the building game. But the man doesn't get out much. But like,
yes,
at the end of the day, they all congregate to the same spot, and then in the morning they all leave from the same spot. So it looks a little bit janky. So like, now 3 people would go over here, opposed to all going over in this place. So what if, let's just come in here and get rid of 3 beds at a time. So let's just say this dude, maybe this dude. Well, here, we'll get rid of your bed. You can be free. There's 21 beds for 21 people. Maybe he can, I don't know, figure it out. What if I do insert? Oh, no. I try to pick him up. I don't want to scrap him. I try to, like, pick him up and just go put him in his new house and be like, you can have this house. So maybe they'll figure that out. Now, next oh, that's right. There's a house plot right beside mine. I forgot about that one. I spent quite a bit of time, I think, scrapping this one down, if I remember. This was, like, quite an undertaking, if I recall, because I didn't want to scrap this foundation. But now that we know what we know, we're pretty much guaranteed to scrap that foundation. So I think, let's just scrap you. You're at a sanctuary steps, sanctuary sidewalk. Get out of here, sanctuary. Don't nobody like you. Let's put another housing plot here and make it maybe out of metal or just some other different material. Now, question becomes metal walls. What do we actually have to work with in here? I like this tile set's visuals a little bit more than like the metal we saw earlier. Like, this is not terrible. Clearly, it's not fantastic. That is not a terrible wall. It's actually patched up pretty much completely. There's a little hole in it, but it's not like super patchy. This stuff, the sheet metal over here is garbo. I don't like that. What do we have for like roof? Oh, so Snap and Build even gives me these kind of roof tiles. It looks like no matter what, I have to use this nasty kind of corrugated rusted metal. I mean, at least it doesn't look like those dilapidated shit shacks that have been blown up by nuclear explosions. It's definitely not as pretty as the wood walls. Now, a barn tile set wouldn't make much sense either. I don't know about that. What do we have for roof tiles in here? We have the sharp corners. We do not have sharp corners, so we would have to design the roof a tad differently. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, right? Like, what's this one do? So that's just like it's just a corner piece. Can we connect to that gracefully? That probably would work right here? That's definitely a corner piece. I'm trying to like see how these step down. So I guess you would do this corner. Okay, God, the game's freaking out. The game's freaking out. It's not me. Game. Game. Can I have control of my video game back, Todd Howard? You remoted it on my computer. You stole it from me. I guess those would snap. So it wouldn't be like the traditional roof like that, but it would suffice. All right, I guess let's make a barn. Let's do a barn tile set house instead of metal for now. The corrugated metal, I'm not a fan. I don't know about you. It don't look very great. It's pretty spaghetti. Thank you, Idiot Savant. I will take as many of those procs as I can get. I'm gonna pull it back a little bit because my house is way up close. If anything, I'd like to see if I can grab the whole thing and like pull it back in the future, but for now I'm gonna leave it there. I think that house was it 5 by 3? I don't remember how large I made that house. I should go check there. I don't remember if it was a 5 by 3. 3 was one of the dimensions. Maybe it was a 4 by 3. Yeah, it was a 4 by 3, right? Because I had a wall here, wall there, then a half wall, half wall. Yeah, it was 4 by 3. Okay, I got this. I got this. It's not quite a 4 by 4. It's missing a wheel. It's missing power delivery to one of its wheels, but it'll be all right. I would wager we have no snap and build walls to play with in this category, but we have this. But that means I have to use one of those giant barn doors. So I believe that's going to be a resounding no. Ma'am? Ma'am? Can't, like, knock her ass out of here. What are you doing, lady? Walking through my building zone? This is a construction site, don't you know? God, none of the windows on this tile set look that great either. But, yeah, we're gonna have a problem with doors. I don't know if we can have a front-facing door centered. I don't believe we can, unless we use a giant barn door. So I guess we'll offset it. It's not the end of the world, but we'll offset it a little bit. So it would be this tile here. So yeah, I don't think there's a way to split that too great. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I don't think it's worth really getting my my panties in a twist about. Some things in this world just ain't no big thing. I don't think that's one of them. So there are my walls down. You could use a window. I'll probably work on that later. What I'm concerned about is how is a roof going to look in this place? Like, you snap here, 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 and here. How do I connect to this without leaving some kind of silly gap in the ceiling? I don't mess with this tile set enough to really know anything about it. I mean, that shouldn't do anything. I don't think that would. We need like an angle. Would it be these tiles? Or these ones? Oh, okay, not bad. So then there's going to be a square or two in the middle that we can play with, yeah? 2 squares in the middle. Now, how do we want to cap this? Because there's like this piece, and this would just, if this snaps here, which I don't know it will. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. Do you snap? So what actually snaps to these? Would it be these? No? Hold on, wasn't there a flat one? Ah ha ha! Okay, we're just gonna use those. I was thinking we could put that weird little, what is it? It said they like the far right. What is it? It's just called a roof. Whatever this thing is, this little weird design. I put that on one of my buildings, I think in the marina. But yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Anyway, what do we have for windows that doesn't look too bad? Because I think all of these look awful because all the glass is broken. You know what? This is just the windowless house. This is for that emo guy in my settlement. You know, he doesn't like the sun. He wants to be really pale. That's just the way he is, man. We're just gonna leave him alone. Let him do his own thing. Whatever. Can you take normal doors? Okay, I had to make sure. You can take normal doors. You can get a green one. Nah, that's too Christmassy. You can get a blue one. you can get a blue one. No doors in this house. We don't like doors here. We need 3 beds. Let's go with just those 3 fancy beds. So I think we'll just continue the same kind of pattern for now. I guess I'll just center these beds up like here, and in the middle. I don't know if you guys can hear it. I don't think you can, but my doggos are outside going ape shit. I got 3 doggos out back. Just, I don't know what they're barking at. They need to knock it off. Someone's letting them out to go potty. They ain't happy. Me and my infinite wisdom managed to just, put the bed in the wrong angle. But the idea is still correct. I probably messed up the other beds. I wasn't really paying attention to them when I was putting them down. Whoops. Whoopsies. But that's a little better. So you got 3 beds over there. You got a nice little dark room. There's no sun. You're not gonna worry about anything. Anybody seeing you? Nobody's gonna be seeing you. Nobody's gonna be seeing what you're doing in your house. I guess you have some privacy. That's not terrible. So in a farm, what do these people get? This is gonna be like industrial. How about we make them all industrial instead of going with a fancy workbench? Let's go with like this one. Just, I don't know. This is like the blacksmith of the colony or something. He's over here making our armor and stuff. I think that's fitting in a barn door, kind of like it's like a workshop. It's less of a house than it is like a workshop, for example. I guess he could still benefit from a place to pop a squat. He could still use some chairs and things. I don't know what kind of chairs you'd be putting in a house workshop thing like this. I mean, them really crappy little lawn chairs. Totes and goats, man. Here, you know what? You can have like one of those picnic tables, or it's like you're back in high school. This is your lunch table. Yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get. A little bit of different, just using some different tile sets and things in these houses, because I figure why the heck not. So it means I don't even need chairs. Obviously, it comes with its own chairs. You still need a light bulb, because I mean, while you're hammering away and making weapons and armor for the colony, I suppose you could use some light. And now, the last thing we need to do, of course, is give them a power conduit. So, we're gonna have to do TCL, unfortunately. I guess I could just connect to the neighboring conduits there, but I think it makes sense to hit up directly at the source after we have learned we experimented earlier. We've kind of learned our lesson there that, yeah, let's just put it over here. Just right there. Rather safe than sorry. Hey, buddy. It's like Jaws. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. Dun it. You just come out of the ground and you just get scared shitless. I don't know about you, but I'd freak the fuck out if someone did that to me. Alright, well, it's going here. I think it's on. Sometimes it's harder to tell than, I don't know, than you think, but yeah, that's definitely powered. So, they've got no windows. So that means they have no ventilation when they're in here hammering away at metals. Means they're gonna be high as hell whenever they're working and they're using their chemicals. But hey, that's just the way that guy likes to live his life. You're gonna have to let him go, guys. It's a perfect square. Alright, it's technically a rectangle, but what the hell ever, no windows. Some of these tile sets are just a little disappointing. Oh, I can't understand for the life of me why you were only given. I mean, you have prefabs, but even the prefabs have it. You're only given windows that have nasty, just broken window panes. Like, if you're making a brand spanking new house, why wouldn't you, as the person making the house, make it look nice? You're telling me after all my travels out here in the Commonwealth, I haven't been able to find a single piece of glass that was nice looking? Shenanigans. Shenanigans. Alright, Mr. Power Armor, you're just going to have to go over here. I think that's been sitting right there in that spot for probably 900 episodes. I, honest to God, have no idea. But it's been there for a while. Make sure nothing weird's connected to this. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be the site of my metal house. Oh my God, look how big that tile set is. Yeesh. Look at that gouge in the terrain. So there's so many individual pieces here. It's all you gotta wonder, no wonder the game is so buggy in some respects. It's just so many prefabs cobbled together, and the world has to load. I can't help but feel like if the world was more of a unanimous terrain, just kind of one big giant continuous terrain set like it is over here, that maybe would help. I don't know, I understand they put those there for decorations, but couldn't they just design that into the world mesh? Oh no. I don't design Bethesda games. I wouldn't know. But let's put our foundation down here. What do the metal floors look like? Well, that answers your question, guys. There are none. So since this is going to be a metal floor, I'm sorry, a metal house, I can give them a wood floor. Ho ho ho! Look at that. We're making things look fancy here. So let's just say we put it right there for the moment. How's that gonna just look here? Can you snap, please? How are we doing here? I have to do F2, it looks like. Surface snap is getting in my way. How close am I to a level up? I gotta check here. Oof, man, I'm 90% of the way. Oh my God, I'm getting an idiot savant on every proc. Yes! This is what I was talking about. I get so much XP. It is close to the road, but I again think I'm probably going to end up getting rid of the road. I don't know. The road just kind of looks like this giant potato. And it ain't a good looking potato. It's that one dilapidated potato that you find at the grocery store that everybody laughs at. It's the one that instead of just being spud shaped in nature, it's got bends and curves in it. I mean, if you've been to the grocery store, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. So these people, I don't think they can really have a window. Unless we use the nasty corrugated stuff. I don't think they can have a window. I kind of just wanted to use these tiles because, well, they're different, and I've not really used them, and I don't know, I figured it'd be a different color in my settlement. It means I am not going to be able to use snap and build half walls again, so that's, of course, going to change... Oh god, wait, are these? I was gonna say, these are definitely off. I don't know how that got placed there. I thought for a second they were bigger than normal tiles. But it means the door to this place is going to have to be off. Unless I put it like right here or on the other side. So that would lead them into the market. Like they would wake up and then they walk in and then this would be the market area. So maybe we do that. Well, not every door I suppose has to be facing the road. Just mix it up a smidge. How about it? Let's do it. Alright. Well, it is, however, time to ramp the episode up here, guys. I'm sorry to say, episode 941 of Fallout 4. We got 6 total new beds, 2 new houses. Now, they're definitely they're definitely more decorated than your average house. They're not like huge or anything, but the whole idea here is just to change up where all the NPCs are going. It's Sanctuary, for God's sakes. The place is huge. It already has a bunch of houses. I figured we could make it look a little bit nicer. I've always wanted to build up Sanctuary, but I never really got around to it because I kept doing quests and things and coming back and forgetting what was going on. But let's go with that, shall we? But again, wrap it up here at 941. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you next time.